Around 6 to 7 years ago, there was this viral video going around of this huge guy that was guarding Tacko Fall. Tacko Fall was one of the tallest players in high school basketball at the time. We all know how big and tall Tacko was, but this guy wasn't no slouch. He was coming in at roughly 6'6" and 420 pounds. Ever since that video though, Tacko has made it to the NBA and he's still playing basketball. So, what happened to this guy? And in today's video, we're going to dive into his story. So if you're new to the channel and love basketball content, what are you doing? Join the family, hit that subscribe button, and leave a like for more. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Meet Nickeil Alexander, aka the Tacko Stopper. There's no other way to put it. This guy was all around huge. Like I stated, he's coming in at roughly 6'6" and 400 pounds. For a high schooler, that's an absolute tank. He got really famous because this video blew up everywhere. I'm talking about YouTube, Twitter, and I believe it started on Vine too. He blew up for a very good reason. The video was funny. He was looking at Tacko saying stuff and shaking his head because he couldn't believe how tall he was. It didn't take long at all for this video to blow up. By just the next day, he was getting a ton of attention on all of his social media accounts. Quote unquote, here's what he had to say. It's crazy. The next day, I was in class chilling and my friends was like, bro, you famous. And then they showed me the Vine. I was mad because of the comments about me being big and playing the wrong sport, but then my followers started going up and on my social media, so I just accepted all of it and laughed. As you could tell from the clips, he looked just straight up baffled at how Tacko was, and here's what he was thinking. I was just like, yo, this dude's really 7'6". I've never played against a 7-footer, so this is crazy. One part of the video, he tried to like bump and move me, and everybody knew that wasn't happening, so I sat there and looked at him like, really? Here's the funny part about this. When it was all said and done for the game, Tacko Fall finished with 17 points and 10 blocks and 6 rebounds. To top that off, Fall's team won 78-70, but Alexander still claims that he won the individual battle because he approached him great on defense. For Tacko to have 17 points, 10 blocks, and 6 rebounds, and for him to say he still won the battle and his team lost, that's crazy. After the game, here's what Alexander said. Man, to tell you the truth, I was just trying to keep him away from the post as much as I can. I know I got 5 fouls, so I was going to use them at all costs. Before we go any farther, I just want to say this dude seems like a guy you just want to be around. He seems funny and chill. With that being said, here's what he said about the one-on-one matchup. Just know I made sure he didn't score on me or dunk on me. I didn't really care about stats. I just came off the bench and played my role. With all that being said, you get the gist of things and I updated you on what happened that night. After that night in the viral clip, we know what's happened to Tacko since then. So, where is Alexander? Well, as you probably guessed it, he wasn't a designated basketball player. That was just a secondary sport. It's pretty easy to tell, but if you don't know, he was a football player, and a really good one at that. He had a couple of offers in high school, but ultimately, to make a long story short, he wound up signing for a JUCO college known as Merced in California.
You guys are going into your second week here against San Jose City. Pretty convincing scoreline, at least in the first week, but you know, I think everybody agrees it could have been a little cleaner. What do you guys got to do to kind of improve upon that performance this week?
Well, all we got to do is mostly evaluate, just look at our film from last game and then see what we messed up on and then fix that, and then also see what kind of front they run, and then mostly we game the game.
I saw you got a little heated on the sideline on Saturday. we're pleased with how things were going necessarily. I mean, is that one of the things that you just got to go through with so many freshmen on the team?
It'd be like that sometimes, because they freshmen. I was a freshman too. I got snapped on before on the sideline. That's how I feel. So I'm just out here just playing my captain role and teaching them right things and what not to do and what to do.
Now, before you get excited and start to think that he was a 3, 4, or even a 5-star recruit, that wasn't the case. Most recruiting sites that I looked up didn't even have him ranked, but they still had him getting offers. He had his fair share, so he got to pick between about 7 or 8 schools. After junior college though, he was getting better and he even picked up more offers and wound up signing with Arkansas Pine Bluff, which is an FCS program.
Talking to Nickeil Alexander right after signing to play at Arkansas Pine Bluff. You know, what ultimately made that the school for you?
Well, when I took my visit, at first I was a little scared to take the visit by myself and everything. And then I started talking to the coaches, and they felt like home to me. They treated me like family. And who want to work with the team, they treat you like a family.
You came a long way to play here at Merced College. The 2 years later, does it really feel now like that was the best decision for you?
It do. I don't got to pay for nothing. Scot free. I can finally do me now. Just play football and go to school.
I don't want to hype him up any more than it is. He's just an average college football player. Nothing too special. But do not take that the wrong way, because to play at the next level, you got to be really good. After playing for Arkansas Pine Bluff though, he wound up taking a gap year, which is a year off. And about that, he said he wanted to take a year off and spend his final year of eligibility at the NAIA level. If you don't know what that is, basically it's just another version of a JUCO in a smaller college. From there on out, his plan was to play for Edward Waters College in Jacksonville, Florida. I couldn't find anything or a legit source that confirmed he played for Edward Waters in college, so if you know about that and you're from Florida, comment down below. But what I did find out is that whether he did play college football in his last season or not, he wound up getting his degree. He was never looked at as an NFL prospect, so that seemed like his ultimate goal. He wasn't a bench warmer though, he started for that Division I school he went to. The sad part about this is even though he was a starter for a D1 school, he's more known for that viral basketball clip. Somebody wound up asking him if he was frustrated about being known for that, and here's what he had to say. Quote unquote, in life you have to make what God gave you a blessing. When people ask about the video, I just laugh and say high school was lit. The more I look up, research, and talk about this guy, the more I like him. I don't even know him, but he seems like a guy that everyone wants to be around. A little fun fact to note about him, I couldn't find any video footage, but one of his previous coaches said in high school he could dunk. I'm not gonna say I don't believe it because he was listed at roughly 6'6", 6'5", and maybe on a good day he was 6'7". You really don't have to elevate that high to be able to dunk, so all I'm saying is it would be interesting to see some clips. I know, you're sitting there thinking, yo, what happened to him after college football and after he got his degree? I went to his Instagram and apparently it looks like he's a business owner. He's got hashtag say less in his bio and owner of Say Less, so I assume that's his business. From what I can tell, it looks like it appears to be a clothing business because he's posted on his Instagram story some pictures of clients wearing masks and his clothing. Also from his Instagram, you can tell that he's in a relationship with his girlfriend or whoever that is, and he seems like a nice family man. So this story's a little different because normally when you see random people get famous from videos like this, they tend to fall off and be completely nobodies. But however, ever since that video went viral, this guy's life has been somewhat of a movie. He played college football for multiple teams, he got his degree, and now he owns a business. Kind of surreal and crazy when you think about it because it seems like I just saw that clip the other day and now it turns out that was 6 to 7 years ago. I'm wishing Nikhil Alexander the best of luck and I hope he continues to see a lot of success in whatever he chooses to do. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all this, but with all that being said, that's gonna wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, what are you doing? Join the family, hit that subscribe button, leave a like for more, and as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.